Hi there, Joga here with my project with the Spellbinders January 2024 large die kit. First of all, Happy New Year. I think this is my first video of the year, or this will be. I hope you had a great holiday and a nice time with your families and friends. So let's jump into this. Here is the large die kit. It is large. Like you see, this bottle is really big. I don't actually remember how large it was, but I created 5x7 cards with it. But you could really use this for a shipped card, which was actually my original idea. But then the back of the card, I just didn't want to bother with it, so I just placed it on card. So this, I actually have to look that up. I got these two products that work with the kit, but I do have to look them up. I think they are sold separately. This honey dipper, I actually had to ask what it was, because sometimes I'm so daft. I have one, but it's not wood, so I don't even think I ever seen wooden ones. I have a metal one that I got from a friend. I have never in my life used it, so I guess because I don't use it, I don't recognize it. So I was so ashamed when they actually told me that it's a honey dipper. I'm like, God, sometimes I'm really so blonde. Anyway, Bee, again, another one. If I see both of them, I would never be able to tell which one is which. My kid is looking at me like I'm an idiot. He already told me many times which is which. I cannot remember. But anyway, since this is honey, I'm gonna go with Bee. And what I wanted to say about it is that you can see the embossed lines on the body where the little black pieces go. So it's really easy to figure that out, how that all comes together. And then I used, for the wings, I used a layer of vellum on top as well that actually has some pattern in it. So it's almost like a wing pattern. And then I'm just gonna show you how I put together all the flowers, because there are flowers in this kit, and maybe it's not, well, it's not maybe, it certainly does not make any sense to put flowers in the bottle of honey, but me and flowers, I'm happy if there's flowers on anything. So I'm just going to put them in the bottle, or, well, in this case, since it's not a 3D project, they are just gonna be laid on top. And then I thought it was a good opportunity to take out my trusty pattern papers. I actually wanted to use the backside of this pattern paper because I remembered that I had this typical plaid sort of pattern that goes with this honey theme. It's yellow, but then I saw the flowers on it, and that gave me the idea to go with that color scheme. So I kind of looked for similar greens and just used white flowers, because I actually wanted to go colorful. You know me, I like colorful. But that was that paper was the inspiration for this simple color scheme, but I actually like how that turned out. And I'm just trying to find a way to place them. I ended up only using one of the flowers. There is one that would have been just, completely white. But I think I'm gonna go and use it on the other card, which I didn't want to create two honey pots. Is that what it's called? I just call it bottle. I didn't want to create two of the same things. So I went ahead and used it as a vase. Well, you will see it soon, what that turned out. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted it, because I think it's just too big for what I wanted it to be. So anyway, I really loved the bees, so I just wanted to use more than one. I die cut a few of them, and I think, yeah, I'm sure that this sentiment was also in this kit. I'm just adding some blue paper to the back of it so that you can see the sentiment. And then I'm creating this bow in green because that was the only color that was kind of, it was in the paper, but the green was the one that would have popped the most, I think. So that's why I use it. And then I found some gray pattern paper that has this wood grain texture. So that's what I used for my honey dipper. I then did not know, I really love it actually, the way that looks, but I had no idea how to place it on my card, so I ended up not using it, which is sad because I really like how that looks. Anyway, I'm going to add some foam tape here to my bottle, and this one is a really thin one, I think maybe 1 millimeter, just so that it gives it a little bit of a lift. I don't need it to be super dimensional on that card. And I see in this video as well that I have a problem with my camera again. It just keeps losing focus. It's weird because I changed the settings, and I don't think if I don't change them back, then they should do this. But yeah, I had to edit out from several of these videos that I've been working on now a lot of footage because everything was out of focus. I do think it follows my hands, but sometimes it's not good because my hands are out of the frame, which is my fault. I think I need to again check the position of my camera. This one is okay, but there are some videos where somehow the frame is not where it is normally, and I am used to be standing at my desk in a certain way and using a certain area on my desk, if that makes sense. And then I noticed later in my video that it's unfortunately out of frame. So next up, finally I managed to use this beautiful vellum with the bees on it, gold bees. I've had this for so many years. I think it was in a Studio Calico kit. I still have many papers from them that I haven't been able to use. But because that pot is so large, like I said, I wanted to use it as a vase, and then it has this bee pattern. But I felt like I have to add something so that there is more pattern on it. And that is one thing. And the other one is that I don't trust any glue when it comes to vellum. So I decided to kind of add some stitching. So it's really just French knots. I don't know if you see what I'm doing, but they are really easy to do, and you can just Google French knots if you don't know how to make them. Super simple. And I don't know if I like what they turned out, but it just, I don't know, I just wanted to add some extra to that pattern, but it's just not, I still feel like it's not enough. It's too empty. But I guess when I was working on it, I didn't really realize this. So this is the finished vase. And then instead of tucking everything into that hole, I just cut that top part off because I'm going to cover up that anyway, so that you will not see it, and then I don't have to worry about, when you tuck the paper under it, or into that hole, it just wouldn't look good. So now I'm using some navy twine to add some texture here to create a bow, and no reason, I guess I just felt like I needed that. So this is the other side of that floral paper that I was talking about earlier, and here I'm just creating a patterned background because, like I said, my vase was so simple and way too big and way too white for my taste. So I love the striped strips at the bottom of each studio calico paper, or I don't actually know what they look now, or if they even have any these days. I haven't bought any in many years, but I love these ones, and I love to use them as a separator between two patterns, just so that I don't waste them, As you can see, I am actually layering up those die cuts because the green cardstock was not as strong as my heavyweight white cardstock, and I just wanted it to be firm, so I added a second layer to that one. And then I'm now trying to play with the arrangement of the flowers and the leaves. But as you can see, this is a big card. It's a 5x7-inch card. I have to be very mindful where I place everything, because there's not a lot of space at the top. And normally for this size of vase, I would obviously create a larger bouquet or like more flowers towards the top, but since my card was already this big, I didn't want to create a larger card. I only ever created one card in my life that was bigger than this. So I don't know if you see this, and I did not see this on my computer, so I don't know what's going on now on my iPad, but it keeps I don't like the light. It's so yellow and too bright, and it's like changing between yellow and blue tones again. I don't get it. I hope it's just on my iPad, because I really didn't see it on my computer. Anyway, so I'm now that I decided what I want to do with my flowers, I'm going to start gluing them down. Some of them I don't like the way they turned out. I'm cutting apart leaves and trying to fill out empty spaces with the green, just that not everything is white. But some of them I don't like the shape, and then I just ditched that idea. It might have turned out a little bit too full, I think. I don't know. I never know when to stop, honestly. And then I had an extra flower, but I just didn't really find a good spot for it. I even thought that I would just layer it on top of the other one, but that I didn't like either. Yeah, so this is really just playing with arrangements, I think. And then I don't think there's right or wrong. It's just whether you like it or not. I can look at something and my eyes will not like it, but that doesn't mean anything, it doesn't mean that it's good or bad. I am blabbering again all the time. I'm sorry. I am a bit distracted because, actually I used that flower. Look, I didn't even remember. I've had a really busy few weeks. I'm we are going on holiday to, well, actually today already. And I just wanted to work ahead. But you know, when you're a one-person company, it's really hard. So I am trying to finish these videos because I'm not going to have time when we come home, but I would like these to be online in time, especially that I already skipped the December large die kit. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to come back to it, but I really hope so. I still have it, well, actually next to me on the floor. Okay, so I thought these labels that I got, these 2 label dies, they were perfect in style. I think they fit perfectly. So I just put that on this card, and I also used the love sentiment from the previous small die kit. I think it's December small die kit. And then I used another B because I really love the way those look. So these are my cards. I hope I could give you some ideas with the kit. And again, Happy New Year, and check out the other video as well with the small die kit on my channel today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.